Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you about Greenrock, a Bermuda registered charity committed to being a sustainable advocacy group. This is an important time in our community, and as we look at the role and value that Greenrock can offer, as we listen into our community, we look forward to hearing your hopes, dreams, and aspirations, individually and collectively. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of what Greenrock is doing, and then I'd like to tell you a bit about Earth Hour, which is being held this Saturday. You'll notice that I'm going to be asking a lot of questions through this presentation. Greenrock is committed to listening to the voices in our community. The answer to the questions like the ones I'm going to pose will come from these conversations. Our first lesson about sustainability comes from one of my favorite Sesame Street characters, Kermit the Frog, and his classic song, "It's Not Easy Being Green." It goes, "It's not easy being green. It seems you blend in like so many other ordinary things. And people tend to pass you over because you're not standing out like flashy sparkles in the water or stars in the sky." Greenrock was established in 2003 through the vision of Bermudians Aaron Moran, Gavin Smith, Milton Raposo, and others linking environmental issues and music. We have evolved since then through the impassioned leadership of Andrew Beaucrossan and most recently Dr. Judith Landsberg to look at sustainability linking environment, economy, and people. So here my questions begin. What if we wanted to change the way we treat each other, the way we treat our environment, and how we build our economy, to live more sustainably, with more harmony? How can we honor that ecology and economics are two sides of the same coin? I enjoy this picture in place, Elbow Beach, as it represents the connection with light, sand, sea, and air. I know I was there to take it. It reminds me how beautiful Bermuda is. And last night, I ran this beach as part of a running group I have joined, led by Coach Victoria Fiddick. Sustainability, it is about people, economy, and environment. It is about being able to have the life that you want for yourself, your children, grandchildren, and our community. What is nature saying to us about what is possible? What can we learn from what is working? How do we hold conflict and still stay connected? Speaking the unspeakable, staying connected until it works for everyone. What can we do together that we can't do alone? One of the programs Greenrock organizes and hosts is the Green Building Forum. Members of this group meet every 2 months and seek to answer these questions. What does it take to create sustainable commercial and private environments? What happens when we gather in conversation and share stories of success? What will we discover about what more we can do together when we share openly, when we help each other for the betterment of the whole? What can we create together when we see each other and acknowledge each other? What's working in our community, and how do we grow it? What happens when we link organizations like the Bermuda Hospital Board, the Bermuda Housing Corporation, ACE Limited, TOPS, Hiscox, young people, with people like you and people like me? We know that if we reduce the use of plastic water bottles, we do less harm to our earth. This is our effort to marry wisdom and application, and with the sponsorship of Alternative Energy Solutions, we provide hydrostations. What is the experience like when thirsty you take out your water bottle and fill it up with cool, clean water? And what is that experience like for our guests and their families as they fall in love with Bermuda and our people? One of Greenrock's signature programs is the Eco Schools Initiative. This program, managed by Abby Caldas, a master's level trained professional in sustainability with an undergraduate degree in early childhood development. Our Eco Schools Bermuda program is sanctioned by the United Nations and EcoSchool operates in over 62 countries. Greenrock was awarded the opportunity by the Federation of Environmental Education to offer it to Bermuda in October of 2013. And currently we have 8 schools involved in this initiative: Summersfield Academy, Warwick Academy, the Bermuda College, Sands Secondary Middle School, Elliott Primary School, Stepping Stones Preschool, West Pembroke Primary, and Victor Scott Primary. EcoSchools is a holistic approach that combines learning and action. It helps students to feel a part of their immediate environment. It provides an understanding of the cost of continuing in unsustainable ways. It involves individuals in successful change, increasing their sense of self-efficacy. It instills the desire to take on responsibility for the environment. It provides the tools to make the appropriate changes, and it empowers an individual to take the necessary steps to protect the future. What if we left better children for our planet as we left a better planet for our children? What if that becomes our gift to ourselves, to each other, and to future generations? This is not my favorite way to speak to what is possible. However, images like this wake me up. They disturb me. They motivate me to go deeper, not to focus on what I see here, but to ask, what do I want to see, and how am I going to take responsibility in making that happen? How do our friends like KBB, BEST, the National Trust, the Aquarium, and BIAS help us understand how to manage these behaviors and practices in our world? What time is it in Bermuda? Is it time to step in and step up, to take responsibility and ask generous and generative questions that will bring us together? Simple questions like, what do you need from me now? To practice stillness and intention with our words and our actions. Maybe we simply need to start with a collective agreement to reduce, recycle, and reuse. And what about beyond our shores? What can we learn from this? The Sargasso Sea, the potential of the Blue Halo, the Hamilton Treaty. What can we learn from the marvel of the sea around us and our partners involved in the same question of sustainability? What gifts can we share with each other on this journey? And what are you feeling now when you hear that 70% of Bermudians are classified as overweight and we have the highest rate of diabetes in the developed world? These statistics startle me. What happens when we focus on local, collective, and collaborative food production and security? You create a program like Healthy Harvest, Community Gardens, another of Greenrock's programs, bringing us together as hosts, sponsors, and volunteers, reconnecting us with the soil and the magic of seed to your dinner plate or your kid's lunchbox. It requires time, discipline, and practice, and it has worked for hundreds of years on this island. Experiential learning. I invite you to focus with me on the lower left image of this young girl working with Omari Dill, our master gardener, another treasure in Bermuda. Look at what this picture conveys about what is possible. Look at the delight and wonder expressed in this and the other pictures. We want to be involved in more of this, a lot more of this. Experiential learning at the garden with Omari Dill. And what questions can we ask about energy generation and consumption in Bermuda? What conversations occurred in 1904 when Belco was created with the promise of bringing the magic of electricity to our island? What conversations do we want to have today, over 100 years later? What will we be able to identify individually and collectively about energy production and consumption? How will we respond collectively to the question, is electricity a right or is electricity a privilege? What is the sustainable model that supports an ideal relationship between a monopoly, our government, and our people? Another key program run by Greenrock is the Saving for Seniors program. With the assistance of Catlin's end-to-end funding and in partnership with Age Concern, we have created this pilot program to explore how we can assist people with their energy expenses and work with their permission directly in their homes, swapping out light bulbs and placing timers on their hot water heaters, showing immediate energy reduction of 20 to 30% on their bills. What more can we do with those at risk who have fallen off or are close to our economic edge? How do we honor those who have come before while teaching those who follow how to treat each other with love, compassion, and respect? These questions and others I've asked are all part of the conversation our community can and should be having about the future of this beautiful island. As I mentioned earlier, Greenrock is organizing Earth Hour observances this Saturday. Earth Hour represents the opportunity for our Bermuda community to come together, join a global initiative, and acknowledge that we have the opportunity to solve together what we can't do alone. Greenrock has organized Earth Hour in Bermuda since 2009. This year, we join over 150 other countries in pausing to reflect on what can be done to save our planet. This is symbolic, of course. Pausing for one day and turning your lights off for 1 hour isn't going to solve our environmental issues. But it does bring Bermuda together as a community and joins our community with the rest of the world in saying, this is important, this matters. We have a full day of activities scheduled beginning at noon on Saturday in the upper level of the Washington Mall, where we've organized a Living Green Expo. Our full schedule is posted on our website and our Facebook page. It includes games for kids, performances, and we're showing an acclaimed documentary called Surviving Progress. And of course, at 8:30 p.m., we're asking everyone, businesses and residents, to turn off their lights. At the same time, we're inviting you to join the Walk of Flame, a community walk through the unlit streets of Hamilton. Participants will be given tea lights and encouraged to bring decorated jars to light and illuminate the way. There's a $23 entrance fee for the Walk of Flame, which covers the cost, the goodie bag, and the registration. And walkers can register at raceworld.com. And what can we create together that we can't create alone? Use your power, Bermuda, individually and collectively. And let me close with some Kermit wisdom. But green's the color of spring. And green can be cool and friendly like. And green can be big like an ocean, important like a mountain, or tall like a tree. And when green is all there is to be, it could make you wonder why. But why wonder? Why wonder? I'm green, I'm beautiful, and I think that's the way I want to be.